BUM Phoenix Open. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. And Beamer, before we take in all the action out on the course, just a few thoughts on TPC Scottsdale that has quite a bit of action around it.
You know, look, it's so funny to talk about because, yes, we know what 16 is like. We know what 17 is like. We know all the interesting and fun things that go on around there. But don't kid yourself. This is still a pretty darn good test of golf. I mean, you get some really tough holes, holes 5 through 8 on the front 9 that'll capture your attention. And then you got a couple of ones, 11 through 14 on the back 9 that can come up and bite you. But I tell you what, I know players love playing here. The golf course always in great shape. It's just, you got to keep your mind on the golf and what's inside the ropes instead of outside the ropes, and that's sometimes impossible.
We're going down to the 11th hole now. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Water becomes a real feature here in the final 9 holes at TPC Scottsdale. Here we are exposed to it at 11.
Second shot at 11 is very difficult. Water hugging the left-hand side. The bunker fronting the green is no fun. The one in the back part of the green is no fun. Anything out to the right is just fine.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We have a par 3 on this one.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
Going with the 4-iron here. Unable to find the green on this one.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
That's a touchy class. Coases it up towards the hole. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. The tee shot here at 13 doesn't look as comfortable as you'd want from par 5.
It's not, but still, it's a par 5. If you find the fairway any place, you're going forward into.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
We're looking at 220 yards.
And he's hit that inside the range. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. Standing on the tee at 14, that bunker is more a visual sight line than anything else.
Most definitely. I think you want to take it just on the right edge of that and just go ahead and tee it high and let it fly, my friend.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. From about 200 yards out. Looks to be going with the 4-iron. This player's dialed in. What a shot. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
So, after the opening round, and a pretty solid one at that, this player still finds himself a fair way off the pace.
Unspectacular. Yeah, it was just a blasé kind of round. Nothing really going either direction for him, and there's a few rounds to go, but they need something good to happen.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beem, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at TPC Scottsdale for the second round coverage of the WN Phoenix Open. Luke Elvey here, welcome back. We're delighted you've joined us. Our leader sits at 7 under. Let's see what goes down today here on 2K Sports. Let's go down to the second hole. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. This is his second shot. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 13 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last-minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Stepping onto the tee now of the par 5 third hole.
There's not a par 5 that I don't think is very sexy, and this one is an all-American beauty. Just miss that bunker on the left-hand side or the rough on the right, and you can just bomb it down there and have a short second shot in.
That'll work there. This shot coming from around 220 yards. Setting up here with a very long putt. Oh, this looks pretty handy.
That was long range for him. That's good stuff.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at -5 now for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Teeing off here at the 4th.
Yeah, distance control is super important here. You got bunkers left and right and short as well. You got to hit it the right distance as this green chases away from you just a little bit to make that shot even tougher.
Opting for the 6 iron. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
It's just about 3 feet away. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
It is sneaky difficult. Just a straightaway hole with that bunker on the right. That is menacing. And even funnier, I've seen a lot of shots miss even further right. And Oscar Bravo.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Lovely effort that. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. He's currently tied for 4th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 6th is a par 4. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Opting for the 4-iron here. Yeah, nicely played. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for 1st in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris. Well, Rich, that round reminded me of that old adage, early ripe, early rotten.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, well, he was born in the penthouse but ended up in the outhouse by the end of his life.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at Scottsdale and the famed Stadium Hole for the 3rd round of the WM Phoenix Open. Luke Elvey here, pleased to have you with us today. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's Colin Morikawa who occupies top spot. He's got a 2-shot lead as we get into the coverage on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. And let's see what he can do here today. That's tidy. He's setting up for his second shot. And tidy looking shot, that one. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
And it's Colin Morikawa on top of things. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Sneaky driving hole here, Luke. You got some bunkers on the right-hand side that you can't quite make out, and you got a little bit more room down the left-hand side. Most players will bail it to left, though. You find that rough. It makes that second shot just a little bit more difficult.
Well, he made an explosive start to his professional career, put a couple of majors already in the kit bag. He's clean cut, he's fresh, he flushes his irons. There's a lot to like about Colin Morikawa, isn't there?
There is. I mean, straight out of college, winning early before he even had his PGA Tour card. And you're like, you know what? This guy's got some game. And then as we quickly found out, major championships later, he's got a lot of game. And, you know, it looks like he's, I wouldn't say robotic, because that's not the right word. He's tenacious in what he does, but it looks the same the entire time. But inside, his gears are working. He's really out there hitting different shots, different targets, working the ball, you know, usually left to right, you know, a 5-yard or a 6-yard. I mean, he's that exacting. He's one of those players you look at and you're going, no, I don't want to play with him. No, don't put him near the lead with me. No, stop that.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. He's going along quite well. Currently inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Looks like they've cut the pin here in the 4th hole, right at the back right portion of it. Is that a green light, or you just play to the center of the green?
There is a little bit of a swell that will help push that golf ball from left to right down that slope if you hit it perfectly. If not, you hit it 15, 20 feet. No worries.
This one looks like it's going left.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And as the round comes to a close, they find themselves in 8th place on the leaderboard.
In 8th place, meaning top 10, Luke, not a bad spot, but I can promise you this player is expecting more out of themselves.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to Scottsdale, Arizona. It's time to bring you all the final round action of the WM Phoenix Open. Hello, everyone. Luke Elvey here, and my mate Rich Beam in the booth beside me. We're thrilled to have you with us on 2K Sports today. Our featured player currently sits in 9th place as we kick off today's coverage. Should be entertaining to see him battle it out on the course today. Now out to the 15th hole. Nicely done. Standing here in the centre of the fairway on 15, you feel like you've achieved something, getting a tee ball in play. But now you're set up with a real challenge here in this risk-reward nature.
Your caddy is sitting there. Well, how do you feel, Pro, about hitting your long irons or fairway wood? He knows probably more than you do. You want to go for it. The best players in the game are excellent with their long irons and fairway woods. But listen, if you're not, lay up and wedge it close with your third shot. 6 and 7s come by going for it in 2.
Steady on. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's got a little itty-bitty mouse bit of right-hand break.
And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. Welcome to the 16th hole, the par 3.
Something about 20,000 people getting ready to give it to you one way or the other kind of gets your attention pretty quick, my friend. There's not much to it other than the fact that you know what the stakes are, whether you're going to get cheered or beered.
Going with the 8-iron here. This will give reason for the crowd to go absolutely bonkers here.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
If you're going to take out a driver, be mindful. The fairway does canter from right to left, so the golf ball could kick in that water hazard. Bailing out to the right, there's no shame in that. You always have an opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. The power play. You got to love it.
Not backing down one iota there, Luke. Love the aggressive play.
This one is a fair distance here.
Giving this one plenty of space on the left.
That's well judged. Good speed, good line. Putting for a par now. That's got to hurt. 3 putting for par. Currently 8 under overall. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. Oh my, that was launched. Yeah, well played. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. And with that, he's in the house at 9 under par. Well, that's all she wrote, folks. And Rich, as always, mate, been a pleasure being in the booth with you this week. How did you see this week playing out?
It was a great week, as always, Luke. The winner, sensational play this week. Can't wait to see you again in our next event.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam. And out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. It's all set up to be a thrilling day on the course. Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the second hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 10th.
Do it. Come on. Come on.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Okay, let's get back to the action. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
By my estimation, he's got around 170 here.
We need this one to bounce right. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
That's disappointing. Putting for birdie here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event. The third hole at Playa Sayona is just a picturesque par 3.
Yes, water down the right-hand side will certainly come into play. Bunker front left and long left also could see some action. This is a beautiful, picturesque, but difficult par 3.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. This putt is about 8 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. As we get to the fourth hole, Rich, the big bomber's eyes just light right up.
Oh, it's going to tempt the long players, isn't it, to take a rip at it? But they got to be aware of that water and sand that comes into play down the left-hand side. You could bail out to the right-hand side, just have a short little second shot, but you got a green that's tiny in size with all kinds of movement on it.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And after that hole, he's on top of the leaderboard with Max Homa in hot pursuit. Well, the fifth hole at Playa Sayona is every bit of a par 4 as you're ever going to see.
I'm assuming that this hole's name is Diablo because it is a devil of a par 4. Very little room out to the right to find the fairway. Anything missing left, all the way down the hole, you're finding the ocean and a green that is perched right next to it as well. I don't know the best way to play this hole, but I know that 5 is a fantastic score.
Sitting at 2 under par. Yeah, that was a safe play. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 6th hole, and player Sayona really puts a premium on placing your tee shot in the right spot.
Well, that bunker right in the center of the fairway, you aim it right at it, Luke, and either you push your tee shot or pull it to avoid it. That's the best way of attacking that. From there, you've got a green in the distance that's got a couple bunkers well shy of it. They're there for aesthetics only, but a green that is hourglass in shape and just gentle movement all around.
Always loved the high draw. What an impressive shape. Wow, what a shot. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Going with the 4-iron here. A chance to move to 5 under par. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
It's going to go down the hill here and to the left. Let's see how he handles it.
And as we move on to the next, our featured player leads by 4. And as this round comes to an end, he's finished tied for top spot. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Round 2 of this tournament is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Lovely to have you with us today once again. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Yes, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Now to the 7th hole. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes.
The excitement, it's starting, you can hear it.
Lining up for his second. And back to the play, shall we? This is his second shot. He leads the field by a stroke. That always looked wet, didn't it? Putting now for a bogey. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
A little bit overzealous there. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. On the tee now with the par 4 8th.
A strong par 4 here, Luke. Fairway bunkers down the left and right-hand side. Second shot to a green protected by bunkers, left and right. And a little bit long, you're going to find a waste area. This is really a beautiful par 4, but it can be a little daunting.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
That's inside the house of opportunity. And now this for a share of the lead. Birdie putt was oh so close to dropping. Yeah, not much to sweat there. As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place behind Collin Morikawa. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Just waste area down to the right-hand side. Water in the distance. Driver not required here. Your approach shot to a generous green. Thinking birdie here all day long.
Atta boy, good shot. Rich, it's cool to see Collin Morikawa back right near the peak of his game, isn't he? He came out in such an explosive manner, put a couple of majors in his cabinet, and then has just found that game again. He's found that groove.
Yeah, he's robotic light, but that's not the way it is. He's tenacious. You know, he's one of these players that he's out there grinding it day after day, week after week, and enjoys the grind. And it pays off, obviously, because he's a multiple winner, multiple major championship winner. He loves the grind. He loves being out here. He loves the competition, and it shows. And you know, when you're playing alongside him or going up against him trying to win, you're going to have that tenacity. Not going to be a whole lot of chatter, and that's how he likes it.
He's cool, calm, and collected, isn't he?
He is. That's exactly right. Cool, calm, and collected.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Wow, what a shot. Let's head out to the 7th hole. Well, let's take a look at what Max Homa can deliver here. Phenomenal approach shot, that one.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Good look at a birdie here. And it's a one-stroke buffer for our leader over the field. So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
No, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens over the final 36.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.